Hello. So today is January 8th, 2025, but January 8th is a bit of a special day for me because it is Stephen Hawking's birthday. And I know this famous physicist passed away in 2018. So, but Hawking radiation is actually something that helps me a little bit with the mental health. So I'm going to try to explain what it is. So, a black hole is an infinitely dense object in space that happens after the death of a supermassive star. The core just collapses to infinity and it becomes a well of infinite gravity that warps space-time. Well, out in space, everywhere, on your skin, in your eyeballs, in your bloodstream, on your fingers, out in the vacuum of space, everywhere, right now, there are particles, one positive charge, one negative charge. They spring into being, they collide, and they annihilate. They live such a short amount of time. They just pop up, come together, and they're gone. Just over and over, non-stop, since time immemorial. Well, if this happens near a black hole, the particles come into being. Well, one can fall into the black hole, and the other may follow it, or the one goes in and the other gets shot off into space, where it becomes radiation. That is Hawking radiation. Now here's what happens. Now remember, this is happening billions, trillions of times all the time in space, around black holes, everywhere. For every one of those little tiny particles of radiation that escapes, the black hole loses mass. Just a tiny fragment of a fragment of a fragment of mass. So over trillions of years, black holes eventually lose all their mass, and either they evaporate or they explode. Either one. We're not sure yet. Science isn't really quite clear on that. But the point of that is, and before I get into the point, this is not about information paradox stuff, okay, because I'm not smart enough for that. But I don't think the information is lost. It just gets really, really scrambled. But anyway, the point is, black holes can be escaped from, even in this strange, mathematically weird, particle form. Something can get away. So, in the words of Stephen Hawking, black holes ain't as black as they're painted to be. So, if you find yourself in a black hole, don't give up, because there is a way out. So eventually this depression of mine, my black hole, that part, I've labeled it as a black hole, it will get smaller with time. It may not disappear in the span of my lifetime, but it will get smaller and manageable. And right now it kind of is, but, it can still eat something and get big again. Trauma might feed it something big and it might grow again and I have to struggle with it again. But the point is that you can survive this. You can even survive this black hole of whatever is harming your mental health right now. It is survivable, and I hope you survive it. And I hope Stephen Hawking's words help you to do that. So, I know he was an atheist, but I think he is out there knowing all the answers and quite surprised. But that's me. So, but he is probably hanging out next to all the black holes right now, I tell ya. So, sleep easy, Professor.